So we have a Renault Talisman in for service at the moment. The last thing I've got to do is change the cabin filter. The air filter was particularly easy, thankfully. Mrs. Renault, well impressed with that. And I'm imagining that the cabin filter is going to be equally easy, especially from memory. I know that this panel has to come off. And then there's another one up here, but from memory, the cabin filter is in here. Well, the theory is excellent. In practice, it's underneath this cover and there's a screw up here somewhere holding the cover on, so I'm actually going to have to use the video to find what screw head we've got, and then we'll go from there. Pretty sure it's going to be this one, so you'll have to excuse the quality of this video so far, but I can have a look at my own video, see what screwdriver I need, and then we're away. The access isn't good, but it appears to be just a regular Phillips screw head. So I'm going in with this ratcheting screwdriver because there's so little room in there, and I don't want to be in and out of under there too many times because I'm way too old and way too inflexible to keep fumbling around like that. So my plan is to undo the screw, get the cover off, change a filter, all for the one time I'm underneath it, but we'll see how that goes. So, as I thought, the access is kind of difficult. I'm lying here on my back in the footwell, which at my age is not my favourite position, but anyway, I've got the screwdriver onto the screw, so I'm just going to wind that out, then I can pull the cover out, swap the filter, put the cover back on, and I won't have to come and go from inside the footwell here too many times. Okay, so I've got the screw out. That means the cover just pulls off nicely. The cabin filter is going to draw out from in here. If I can actually get a hand onto it. There we go. Some of these ones that you have to manhandle in and out, unfortunately. But hey, it's going to be worth it in the long run, it says here. So I'm going to finish getting this one out, and then I'm going to persuade the other one back in again, put the cover back on, refit the screw, refit the trim, and all done. The glove box is going to have to come out, so I'm going to start with the Phillips screw that's up in here. Sorry, Torx, with this Torx 20-bit. I've got a ratcheting driver for it, which will make it easy. I'm going to take this side trim off as well because I'm fairly sure there's going to be retainers inside here. The side trim just pulls out with a plastic trim retaining tool. It's buried underneath this rubber as well, so but that's fine. So yeah, a couple of retaining screws here. We'll whip those out quickly. Okay, with the two screws removed, this trim just pulls off, as they often do. I'm actually going to park everything over on the driver's seat here, and this trim also needs to just pop off, so that's nice and easy. We've got now a couple of retaining screws in here, which we'll remove, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, the two retaining screws are out, and this trim just pulls away as well. They've all got the same little yellow spring clips on them, so they all pull out nice and easily. Now that that's done, we've got some more screws holding the glove box in, a couple here too, so we'll whip those out and the glove box should slide out. Basic problem was that even though we could get the old filter out, the back of the glove box is too deep and there's no room comfortably to get the new filter to go back in, so gonna have to take the glove box out and then we'll have plenty more room. There's one last bolt buried deep down inside there, so I've actually brought my longer tool with me, put the Torx tool into it, and I'm going to be able to reach this one easily just to pop that last one out. So finally, with all those screws out, the four that retain the glove box plus the one from the middle, then we can draw the glove box down. We're going to have to undo the wiring for the glove box light here. and then you see the glove box comes out, and this was the issue. The back of the glove box here was just giving me no room down inside here to refit the filter. So despite the outward appearances that it would be very straightforward, it's not quite as easy as it looks. So I'm going to park the glove box out of the way and we'll take the next step. So you can see now how without the glove box there's plenty of room to be fiddling the new filter back in there, and obviously it's going to be very easy to refit the cover and the retaining screw too. And here we go with the glove box out. You can see I've managed to squeeze the filter in here. You actually have to compress the side so that it's into kind of a double fan shape, and then it slots into the hole nicely. I can just put the cover back on. Lots of room to get to the retaining screw, refit the glove box, and we're all done. And there we have it. The cover's refitted, screws screwed back in, so we can just drop the glove box back in, refit the 4 screws, refit the various trims, and that's job done. The glove box itself has some of these little yellow clips on it so that it will just clip back up into place, and then you don't need to be holding it while refitting the 4 screws. Makes it a lot easier.